Welcome, folks, to the first live stream today, APPEX 2024, day 4, the final day of the show. Woo!
The crowd rules.
It's been epic. We're in the bottom of the ninth, and here we go, to quote the phrase. But this live stream, like all the ones on the previous few days, is being brought to you by Burkert, where innovation meets inspiration. Whether it's optimizing processes, enhancing sustainability, or simply delving into the fascinating world of fluid dynamics, and it is fascinating, I can assure you, Burkert is your trusted partner every step of the way. And thanks to them, we have the Kim and Grant Variety Show back on the air.
I know. And, I know that, like, dynamic, whatever, what was it again?
Fluid dynamics.
Fluid dynamics. I love that phrase. And I know that it is actually really quite interesting and amazing. I really do. Yeah. It's just that I look at it and they explain it to me and I'm...
You go into screensaver mode.
A little bit.
Yeah, just a tad. Well, I get all geeky.
I tell you, yeah. And then you explain it to me again.
And she just smacks me upside the head and says, "Don't bother." No.
So this morning we are joined by Andrew Quayle. He's the founder, CEO, esteemed leader of COBOT. He's also our April-May cover model.
Whether you like it or not.
Mr. April-May.
Mr. April-May. So keep an eye out for that issue. We're probably going to be a little bit behind schedule because of this week. So it might be around by about June.
This week has been rather epic.
Yeah, I think our production manager just, I don't know, screamed. You probably heard it from Queensland. But hello, Andrew. Welcome to the podcast.
Thanks very much, Kim.
And it's been lovely.
Thanks, Grant.
And it's been lovely to meet you in person.
Likewise.
Tell me, how's APPEX 2024 been for COBOT?
Yeah, APPEX 2024 has been amazing. We really enjoyed AusPack 2 years ago.
Yeah.
And we really look forward to this show, and it's been bigger and better than we expected.
Oh, fantastic.
Yeah, I mean, it's a lot of people coming through, a lot of high quality people for us. And it's been fantastic.
And that is something that we've heard a lot is not only have there been a lot of people that have come through, that they've been really quality. They haven't been tire kickers.
Yeah,
they've been
absolutely.
actual, companies and people really looking for solutions and
for the sort of thing we do, we really it's quite specific and not for the masses necessarily. So
so tell us about COBOT.
So COBOT, we're here in Melbourne. We're based in Carrum Downs. I've got 10 engineers working for me. We basically do bespoke and some unique solutions. We've got a COBOT palletiser here that we sell a lot of. So we thought we'd bring it in and get some feedback and sell a few. So it's been great.
Oh, fantastic. So tell us about the palletiser. This is like, as you said, you do a lot of specific bespoke work with your clients, but this is like an actual piece of equipment that...
Yeah, we've turned it into a product. So
a product.
We've spent probably the last 3 years developing this. For a relatively small company, we've pumped a lot of resources into it.
Yeah.
We realised that the market sort of deserves and needs a lower cost solution. So to make that lower cost, we realised we need to really spend some time and get it priced correctly.
Right. Okay. Get it to a point. And who's your customer? Like what?
Yeah. Look, food and beverage.
Right.
And beyond, but that seems to be where we get the most interest.
Yeah. And particular size of company, like are you looking at SMEs more than, or does it not matter?
Yeah, no, we really sort of initially thought it would be a lot of small businesses.
Yeah.
Because we've got a sort of solution that can wheel in and go on the end of a small line, and we never really expected much interest from the big end of town.
Yeah.
But we seem to be getting an enormous amount of interest. So we've sold a lot in the last 3 years in that bigger space, and that medium size, and it surprised us.
Well, that's a nice surprise, though.
Nice surprise, yeah, and very nice surprise.
And just in case we have people tuning in, it's early and might not actually, come from this background. How does the COBOT work? What does it do?
Yeah, so I suppose the robotics space is changing, and it's changed a lot in the last few years, and we think it's going to really boom in the next sort of 10 and 20 years.
Right.
But I suppose we're in that COBOT space. We do industrial robots too, but the COBOT space is smaller robots doing smaller applications, cheaper, easier to integrate. Yeah, it's just a different space now.
Okay. All right. And the thing that I always hear is that they can work alongside, humans.
Yeah.
And so they're not in like they don't necessarily have to be caged.
In Australia, we still have safety with it.
Good.
Yeah. Look,
Handy.
You travel around the world and you see a lot of different things, and
I bet.
And it's not all great, but and the cobots are definitely been marketed as something that can work alongside a person, but it's just not the case that you can and drop one on any bench in any workplace and press start and go. So
yeah,
that's why we exist. We talk a lot of our customers off the edge and bring a bit of reality back into it, and that's where we realize delivering a solution turnkey is the only way really to get these sort of collaborative robots into the market.
Okay.
Well.
Right. And tell us a bit more about COBOT. Like, when did you start? How did it come about?
Yeah, so look, I started the company 3 years ago. I saw a need in the market for there's a lot of big industrial robotics companies making some fantastic products and going into making great cobots, and we sort of realized there wasn't a lot of people integrating them.
Right.
For whatever reason. I think it's probably just, it was a new end of
new and people.
So we thought we'll take up that slack and sort of target the smaller end of town that was probably missing out on some really good technology.
Yeah, and look at that. Then the big boys just hustle in and go,
the big boys hustled in and got us. And look, no, we still love dealing with.
Of course. No, I'm just being facetious.
But we do deal with a lot of smaller guys too. And we love that. We're the owner can pick up the phone and ring us and and get an instant decision and talk about things, and that's great. And we sort of like to work closely with a smaller number of good customers than the masses again. I talk with my hands a lot, Grant. So
it's totally fine.
So do I. So do I. Look, seriously,
you're not the first, and you won't be the last.
We're routinely told by Grant to stop pounding the table.
Yeah.
But you need to.
It's really exciting. And then I bump that. And yes, it's quite the experience. Well, look, it's actually been lovely to have you on.
Thanks very much.
And it's also been really lovely as editor of Food and Drink Business to have you involved. And I mean, we always love our
cover models.
Well,
if I was 20 years younger and a lot better looking, it might be different. But you're stuck with this head on the cover.
But this is what a little plug for Food and Drink Business while I'm sitting here. But this is what we love, and I know that for Lindy and I know for Wayne, it's exactly the same. It's talking to the people driving our industry and your passion and your vision and seeing those gaps and filling them and helping other businesses. I'm going to probably wax lyrical a lot today because it's the final day. I'd like to thank Grant and our
sponsor.
So thank you, Andrew.
Thanks. Kim.
And everyone look out for the April-May issue.
Yep. Thanks, Andrew. Thanks, Kim. And of course, thanks to our sponsor, Burkert, where innovation meets inspiration. It's thanks to them that these morning chat shows are coming to live streams. But no, this it's the final day. It's early in the morning, as you may have seen when I'm switching to the other camera. A lot of the stands still have their shrouds on everything. There's not the big crowds like we've had in others.
It's actually quite lovely, isn't it?
It's so quiet. So,
obviously not for the exhibitors.
Well, everyone's starting to ramp up, but even they're enjoying the quiet before the storm hits in an hour. So with that, we're going to end this live stream. Please do stay tuned to this. Stay tuned. Sorry, there's a Freudian slip.
Oh, jinx, you owe me a soda.
Yeah, that's another one. So please do stay tuned to this channel. We'll be back closer to 8:30 local time with yet another interview. So stay tuned to this channel. We'll be back shortly. And we